What is it like to hook a tarpon? Imagine you're in some elevated place and you cast your fishing line into a busy freeway and you hook a Kawasaki that's speeding by, and the Kawasaki jumps and tail walks and reflects incredible tropical colors from its scales. And there is an intimacy in that link between you, the fishing line, and this ancient creature that is indeed intimate. You feel every vibration through the line. You feel the tarpon turn, every turn of its head. As the tarpon's about to jump, you can see the line rising, 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 and just this rocket ship appears. It's a thrill. This is Doc Ford's second annual tarpon tournament. It'll be the biggest and best, I believe. We're booked up in terms of the number of boats we allow. And they'll come from all over the place. It's for a wonderful cause. Every cent that this tournament makes will go to support Dame Darling Sanctuary on Sanibel or to the winning boats. It's something that it's fun for us to do at Doc Ford's. We don't make any money unless people buy a lot of drinks, and by gum, we hope they do. But no, it's a wonderful cause.
It's all catch and release. You're not allowed to bring the fish on board at all.
That's the honor system. I mean, this really goes back to the traditions of sports fishing. It's the honor system. People in the boats will take photographs of the tarpon they've caught and release them.
Years ago, the tarpon fishing, they would actually bring the fish back for the weigh-in, you know, and then they just throw them away, and tarpon were being just slaughtered by the thousands.
We're devoted to the safe release, safe handling of tarpon. We will supply DNA sampling kits to all the anglers.
You take a little sponge and rub it on their lip and their mouth.
We send it back to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission. Biologists can then track these tarpon. So it's really a mix of sport fishing and science.
They're throwing the nets around the pilings out here to try to get live bait, preferably the thread fins. I got the no weather on here now. They just said outside here we got 9-foot waves. The weather right now is less than ideal. It's very windy. It's harder to see the fish. That may be here, but you're not going to see them when the water's so rough like this.
We are intimately tied with the tarpon, we being Southwest Florida. The first tarpon ever landed on rod and reel was caught by a gentleman named W.H. Woods in 1885. Landed it in Tarpon Bay on Sanibel, where I was a fishing guide for more than 13 years. When that first tarpon was caught, it changed not just the history of Southwest Florida, it changed the destiny of Southwest Florida. The West Coast was an outpost, but when that first tarpon was caught, it made headlines in the London Times. The news spread around the world. The first big game fish you could catch from a rowboat. Remember, it was before combustible engines were commonly used in boats. Instead of going to Palm Beach, for instance, a gentleman named Baron Collier came to Southwest Florida, Collier County. He bought Usep Island. The people who followed, the Vanderbilts, the De Beers. Because of the tarpon, the Charlotte and Northern Railroad extended its railroad line to Boca Grande. It changed the economy and the destiny of this coast. Hotels were built. Towns grew up around those hotels. Teddy Roosevelt loved Captiva. He came here. Thomas Edison, who might well have built his lab on the East Coast, came to Fort Myers. Why? He wanted to catch a tarpon, and he did. Henry Ford came here. Firestone came here. Marilyn Monroe, Mae West, Clark Gable fished in Henry Creek for tarpon. They came here for one reason, to catch a tarpon. It's amazing. It is economically an extraordinarily valuable resource in this area, and aesthetically it contributes a great deal to who and what we are in Southwest Florida. If this tournament has a mission, it is one, promote the safe handling and the preservation of tarpon, educate people to the subtleties and the extraordinary fun of tarpon. The tarpon is an incredibly archaic, ancient species, a successful species, and in my opinion, one of the most beautiful animals on Earth.